There's a holdup in the Bronx.
Brooklyn's broken out in fights.
There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights.
There's a scout troop short a child. Cruise ships do and I go wild.
Car 54, where are you?
Tonight's program brought to you by Tide. Your wash gets cleaner every week with Tide. And by new push-button Lilt, the only home permanent that waves your hair with foam.
Let me hear a melody, I start to sing along.
Well, neighbors, that's it for tonight. And remember, 4 weeks from tonight on Sing Along with Mitch, we will be presenting our first municipal sing-along. So all you firemen, policemen, and city hall workers start practicing. And when you're ready, get in touch with my office for an audition. This is Mitch Miller saying,
And I sing along.
Then my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady, oh, weep no more today. We will sing one song for the old Kentucky home. For the old Kentucky home far away.
thanks a lot, fellas. It was very good. After I hear all the rest, I'll get in touch with you. Who's next?
The 53rd Precinct Whippoorwills.
How many more? Boy, I really opened up a can of peas.
Right. I'm Captain Block of the 53rd. These are the Whippoorwills.
It's nice of you to come, Captain. Anytime you're ready.
All right, boys.
Excuse me, Captain. Hi, I'm Mitch. Gunther Toody.
Glad to meet you. We're a little short of time.
I don't think you heard. I'm a Toody.
A what?
A Toody.
Oh, is that higher than a sergeant?
Gunther, Mr. Miller's in a hurry. Excuse me, Captain, but Mitch is ribbing me, pretending he doesn't know about the Toody family.
The Toody family?
Oh, come on, Mitch. The singing Toodies?
Sorry.
Gunther. He's kidding me, Captain. Mitch, you know Sergei Toody? He toured Canada with the student prince. Lucinda Toody, Mexican company of showboat.
Lucinda, I can't seem to place her.
Leopold Toody, the Nightingale of Galveston.
The Nightingale?
Tito Toody, the father of opera in Staten Island, the famous Toody family.
Sorry, I never heard of them.
I understand. Having a regular television show keeps you out of touch with the music world.
I guess that's it. Well, I'm a little choked for time.
Toody, just one more thing. I only had a few months to work with these boys. You know what I mean.
Toody, will you get over there and sing?
Yes, sir. Okay, boys, just the way I rehearsed you. The Rose of Tralee, words by C. Mordaunt Spencer. Music by Charles W. Glover. And
Beautiful, beautiful Rose of Tralee. The pale moon was rising above the green mountain. The sun was declining beneath the blue sea.
When I strayed with my love to the pure crystal fountain.
that stands in a beautiful vale.
Thank you. Next.
You hear that? We were so good, we didn't have to finish the song. And thank you, Mitch. We'll even do better when we're on your program. I'll keep them on their toes. Come on, I want to rehearse you, fella.
Sorry, Captain.
I know.
The other three are just fine, but that bass, that singing Toody, he has such a gravel voice.
I'm sorry we took up your time.
No trouble at all. By the way, we still have 3 weeks, and if you can dig up any acceptable bass, I'm sure we'd find a place for you on our program.
Another bass. From where? From where?
That stands in the view.
Lower. You're a bass.
That stands
Forget
in...
it.
I'm sorry, Captain. I'm not a bass.
He's not a bass.
Give up, Captain. You've tried every man in the precinct.
What's the matter with this precinct? There isn't one bass in the outfit. Closest I came was one of the police women.
Captain, I don't like this. If Gunther ever found out that it was because of him that we blew the audition...
This is no time for sentiment. You know what it means for the 53rd Precinct to be on the Mitch Miller Show? Headquarters will find out we're part of the police department. See, Lambert.
Yes, Captain?
Drop into my office on your way home. I got a few things for you to sign.
Yes, sir.
New man, just transferred from the 21st Precinct. Sergeant Feldman, he's on vacation. Hasn't he got a deep voice?
It just sounds deep. He's got a sinus condition.
All we need is a bass. Please? What?
Hi, Gunther.
Hi.
Cheer up, Gunther.
Cheer up. I couldn't sleep last night. Where could we have gone wrong?
Yeah, I wonder where.
We got a beautiful quartet. That Mitch Miller. What does he know about music? Stands in front of a bunch of singers and keeps waving his arms. We got a pair of windshield wipers on a patrol car could do better than that. And keep better time, too.
Will you stop already?
Big deal. Sing along with Mitch. I liked him better when he was just a bouncing ball.
Tony, will you be quiet? It wasn't Mitch Miller's fault.
You're right, Captain. It was my fault. I should have picked a different song. No offense, but I should have picked a song that featured my bass voice. Then I could have carried you guys.
Tony, the case is closed now. Let's forget about it.
Let's forget about it. It's easy for you guys to forget, but I'm a Toody. I come from a famous singing family. It's like a slap in the face to the whole family. I got an idea. Change our names to the Nightingales. Mitch won't know the difference. We'll audition again. Oh, brother. What's with that guy? Say when you hold it down in the air. Now look, we'll audition again. Mitch Miller won't recognize us.
Toody, will you run over to the 51st Precinct and pick up a box of those Form 90s? Give them to Sergeant Riley.
I just gave him a box yesterday. He's got enough for 2 years.
Why wait till the last minute? Get them now.
Good idea. I'm off, Captain. And don't let this Mitch Miller stuff get you down. That man is tone deaf.
All right, Toody. Mitch just doesn't know a good quartet. Hey, what's going on here? Never mind, never mind. Do you know the bass part to the Rose of Tralee?
4-part, 6-part, or counterpoint against the higher registers.
Too good to be true. You fellas just hum. And...
The pale moon was rising above the green mountain.
Save it for Mitch. Go finish your shower. Go on, forget it. Boys, this is it. I'm calling Mitch Miller and setting up a new audition. Cinch, Captain.
And tell him we're leaving home the guy with all the relatives.
Wait, what is it?
We can't do this to Gunther.
Who can't? This is a chance to put the precinct on the map.
Captain, wait. At least let's not do it behind his back. Somebody's got to tell Gunther.
All right, you're his partner. You tell him he's through.
Me? Oh, I'm too close. I can't. You do it, Schnauser.
Why me? He doesn't listen to me. How about Wally?
Well, why should I tell him? Muldoon's his partner.
Well, is somebody going to tell him?
Maybe we could write him a letter.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Write him a letter. Is this the kind of cowards we have in this precinct? He's got to be told face to face like a man. Well, Muldoon?
Gunther, I have to talk to you about something.
About what?
One of the noblest qualities in a human being is when a man is willing to make a sacrifice.
You mean like when Mickey Mantle lays down a bun so that Roger Maris can go from first to second?
That's right.
That is noble.
Well, it's the same thing about the quartet.
What about the quartet?
Well, for instance, if better tenor than me came along, I'd be glad to step aside.
Now, wait a minute, Francis. Nobody's blaming you for blowing that audition. I know whose fault it was.
You do?
Of course I do.
Then, Gunther, if you know, you have to do something about it.
Don't ask.
Gunther, you have to.
Don't ask me to tell Wally.
Wally?
Sure. A guy who sings as bad as him shouldn't be singing with us in the first place. But as long as we took him in, we gotta stick with him to the end.
Gunther.
Francis, there's more to life than singing on a Mitch Miller show. I'd rather sing in a back alley with Wally than lose his friendship. Sure, we could get somebody to take his place. Sure, we could get to sing on a Mitch Miller show. But is that worth breaking the heart of a friend?
No.
That's why I can't go and tell him. Now, is there anything else, Francis?
Yeah.
What is it?
Wallace wants to talk to you about something.
What are you driving at, Wally? About Nathan Hale and all those other guys who gave up their lives for their country.
Well, Gunther, it's the same thing about our quartet.
Stop. I won't do it.
You won't, huh?
I won't go to Schnauser and tell him that he's out of the quartet because he blew the audition.
Schnauser?
Okay, he can't sing. He loused us up with Mitch Miller. But, Wally, if we were ever in a tight spot, who would come running with a gun to help us? Schnauser or Mitch Miller? Wally, we're all cops. We don't get much dough. We don't get much appreciation. All we have is each other.
You're right, Gunther. Speaking of Schnauser...
What about Schnauser?
He wants to talk to you.
Gunther. Sorry, Leo. But I'd rather cut my throat from ear to ear than go and tell Muldoon that he can't sing with us anymore.
What gives you the idea it's Muldoon?
Just this afternoon in the car, he practically said it. He said if a better tenor comes along, that he'd step aside. Leo, I nearly cried like a baby.
Gunther.
I'm sorry, Leo. The four of us are in this thing together. And we got something bigger than just an appearance on a Mitch Miller show. We got friendship, Leo Schnauser. Friendship.
Gunther, there comes a time when you've got to grab the bull by the horns and say what has to be said.
What is it, friend?
The captain wants to talk to you.
Gunther, there's something wrong with the quartet.
I know. It's Schnauser, Muldoon, and Wallace.
Schnauser, Muldoon, and Wallace?
It's obvious. But who would have the heart to tell them?
It's you.
Oh, no, Captain. Don't ask me to tell them. So they goofed a couple of notes at the audition. I wouldn't hurt them for $1 million. They're my buddies, Captain. These are the men that I work with. These are the men who would back me up if I'm in a tight spot. They're friends, Captain. And you can't buy friends.
And so, dear Gunther, that is why we are sending you this letter.
Captain, writing a letter is such a cold way to break it to him.
Ending tonight, ending on the old campground.
Want that voice in the quartet or Toody's?
And so, dear Gunther, that is why we are sending you this letter.
Although we love you dearly, dear friend, it is your voice that is keeping the 53rd Precinct whippoorwills off the Mitch Miller show.
Oh, Gunther, break it up. Oh, I got it.
Got it?
Call up Mitch Miller and get us another audition. We can, Mitch.
We can?
I got the perfect song. Listen. Oh, brother, let's whip that guy. Hey, hold it down in there, will you? I got the perfect song. Listen. I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day.
Quiet.
But don't you get it, Captain? It's all me. All I'll need from you guys is a couple of ooh-pah-pahs and a train whistle.
Now look, Toody, as far as you're concerned, the Mitch Miller incident is closed.
But, Captain, when I sing, can't you hear the whistle blowing, and you guys go, woo-woo, it'll tear his heart out.
Toody, will you forget about it?
Yes, sir.
I thought you got dressed and went home.
I did, but I came back to get Francis. You coming, Francis?
I gotta stay late again tonight.
Again, late? Every night you guys been working late.
Well, we've got a lot of work to get done and very little time to do it. I want you to go home and get a good sleep so you'll be fresh and bright in the morning.
Yes, sir.
Captain, just once I'd like to finish a shower.
You'll have plenty of time after we're on the Mitch Miller show. Now let's rehearse. 1 and 2 and...
Woo-woo! I've been working on the railroad all the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away.
What's the matter?
I forgot my jacket.
Gunther, let me explain.
It's all right. You don't have to.
You see, Mitch Miller said we should get another bass.
You can't miss. You sounded wonderful.
Gunther.
Please. Boy, what a jerk I've been all my life thinking that I had a beautiful bass voice. Why did somebody tell me?
Gunther, we tried to tell you.
We just couldn't.
I know, you were being kind. All my life, people were trying to be kind to me. Even when I was a kid and I started singing a house, my own mother said to me, Gunther, go out in the street. Let the whole world hear you. Then when I grew up and my Uncle Ego was teaching me how to sing, he used to make me sing into a pillow. He told me it would develop my lungs.
Gunther, being a great singer isn't everything.
To a Toody it is. I'm the first Toody in 10 generations who hasn't got a great voice. No wonder my family avoids me. They're ashamed of me.
Gunther.
Why? Why of all the Toodies does it have to be me? Why me? Somebody's got to tell me. My Uncle Igor.
Qual più malvento muta d'accento. Who is it?
It's your nephew, Gunther.
Coming.
Uncle
Gunther, come in, come in. Gunther, my nephew, you never come up to see me.
Uncle, I want your opinion. I want you to hear me sing.
Wait, I'll get the pillow.
No! No pillow this time. I want you to hear me sing right out in the open.
Please, Gunther, there are music lovers in the building.
I don't have to sing. Everybody knows it but me. I got a gravel voice.
Oh, now, Gunther, don't take it so hard.
Why me? Why must I be the only Toody with a gravel voice?
It's a freak of nature, Gunther. In fact, every Toody had a gravel voice.
They did?
Oh, yes, it's family characteristic. But once we had our tonsils taken out, out poured the voice of angels. La donna mobile, qual più malvento.
Uncle.
What is it?
I never had my tonsils taken out.
Have your tonsils taken out?
No. Would it help?
Help! Your voice will be magnificent. That glorious Toody voice resting peacefully all these years, lying sheltered and protected by those tonsils, aging like rare wine, just waiting for the moment to pour out like pure gold. La donna mobile.
La donna.
Oh, wait till after the operation.
I'll never understand you. Suddenly, at your age, to have your tonsils out. Next thing you'll want will be braces on your teeth. Oh, Gunther, you have visitors.
Hi, Gunther. Hi, Gunther. Gunther, on behalf of the Whippoorwills, we want you to have these.
We figured your throat may be sore, but your nose is still all right.
Gunther, we want you to know that we called off that audition with Mitch Miller.
Yes, Gunther, you've taught us a lesson.
Sticking together is more important than any TV show. Get well.
Gunther, my boy! I want to be here when that golden voice comes pouring out.
Golden voice? What do you mean?
Now that his tonsils are out, he has the voice of an angel.
Toody?
It has happened for 10 generations.
Gunther, is this true? Come on, Muldoon, you've got to call Mitch Miller. That audition is on.
Uncle Igor! Uncle Igor, is it true? We came as soon as we heard the news.
Gunther, it's your cousins Tito and Leopold.
I just flew in from the Council Bluffs Summer Festival. I told them about the operation, and they want you to sing the tenor lead in Madame Butterfly.
Council Bluffs? No, never. It's the Metropolitan Opera for him. Once they hear his voice, every tenor role will be open to him. What is it? He says he's a bass. A Toody, a bass. There hasn't been a bass in the Toody family in 10 generations. Rest, my boy, rest.
You'll be the greatest tenor of them all, of them all, of them all. If a better tenor comes along, I'd gladly step aside, step aside, step aside.
Marvelous. Magnificent, magnificent, truly magnificent.
Francis! Francis!
Toody's been out of the hospital 10 days and he hasn't spoken a word. The doctor said the day he left the hospital he should have been talking.
Toody not talking. Ordinarily, it would be a pleasure. Suddenly, it's a tragedy.
After I begged Mitch Miller for that audition, and it's tonight, he just won't open his mouth. Hello, Gunther. Hello. How do you feel? Never mind. I still got the note from this morning. Fine.
I'll meet you up in the locker room, Gunther.
Muldoon, you're with him all day. Doesn't he say a thing?
Plenty.
All week, nothing but notes, notes, notes.
Well, we learned one thing from the operation. He knows how to write.
Does he do anything else but write?
Yes, every now and then he looks at me and starts to cry.
I give up. Tonight is the audition and all we need is a bass. From where? From where? Say, McPherson.
What is it, Captain?
From where? From where?
Now, Gunther, your doctor says you can talk. Now, if you can talk, you can sing. And your uncle told us what a beautiful voice you got. Now, you got to sing with us tonight.
Lay off, Wally. Gunther, we all know why you won't open your mouth. You're getting even with us for trying to replace you with another bass. But we didn't. Rather than sing without you, we canceled the audition.
And now when we heard you can sing, it's on again. Now where do we stand?
Leo, I'll handle this.
Schnauser's right. Where do we stand?
Please, Captain, let me handle this.
For a week you've been handling it. All we've been getting is notes.
Please, Captain. Gunther, I know something is bugging you. But if our friendship means anything to you, you gotta tell us what it is. You have to.
That's an order.
Please, speak, Gunther. Tell us why you won't sing.
I don't want to break your heart, Francis.
Break my heart?
Yes. Isn't it obvious? Once they hear my beautiful tenor voice, you're through. I can't do that to you. That's why I can't sing at the audition tonight.
Your tenor voice?
Yes, probably the most beautiful tenor voice in the world. Listen. La donne mobile, la donne, la donne. I'm not a tenor.
No.
I haven't got the most beautiful tenor voice in the world.
No.
Instead, I got the most beautiful bass voice in the world.
Look, Gunther.
Captain, with this beautiful bass voice of mine, how can we miss at the audition tonight? I gotta sing for my uncle. Ridi pagliacci, ha 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 ha.
Say, they look familiar.
Yes, they're the 53rd Precinct Whippoorwills for their second audition.
We'd like to do Way Down Upon the Swanee River by Stephen Foster.
Tonight's program brought to you by Lava, the soap that gets hands clean right down to the fingernails. And by Camay, secret of soft skin.